So this is going to be a pretty substantial session. I've already been through the plan. Come in here and, this was the prompt, right? The red at the top, that's the prompt. And so Gadget went nuts with some sub-agents. Spelled out some plan. We went through and did some build. And then we followed up with some stuff. And then we arrived at, let's be helpful to those who work on the mono repo in the future. So this became sort of a planning prompt, at least the start of one. Throw the session back into plan mode. And Gadget went nuts, did the thing, on some fun stuff. I'm purposely kind of, giving you enough time to be able to use pause, right? And so, more plan. And basically the wrap up, right? So just give it a once over for completeness. Let's commit the plan. When you're ready, I'll kick off a new session and we can get to work on it. And so Gadget goes through, does, one last check. And so this is where we're picking up now, right? So we're going to head back to the project view because this is how you start a new chat session with Gadget. You have to select a project and then you select your drone. So I've got my drone running on Mystery Machine in the core 001 directory. That's this drone's directory on the drive, right? That's where it's going to do its work. And then we're going to new chat session, right? And so we've been having tremendous success on Gab AI with GLM 5.1. We are going to skip plan mode. Plan's done, right? The plan is ready. It's on the disk. The agent can just go read the plan and execute it. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're not starting a plan session like go familiarize yourself with it. Unnecessary. It'll do that as part of the startup of its build. So we're just going to create the session. Now we are in a brand new session. There's nothing user mode to be done here. I'm not editing a file or any of the rest of that. We're just diving straight into agent mode. We just finished a planning session and are ready to execute. And I am going to grab the file names from my terminal. And then we're just going to paste those into here. And I'm going to just put plans / in front of that. And plans / in front of that. I should not have to type anything else. We're just going to leave this on GLM 5.1 build mode. Reasoning, I'm going to set to low and go. That's it. That should be all that's necessary. So that plan document is, as well as a to-do list, which are two separate files, which, again, due to the instructions that are in the system, it knows to create those, and it knows to keep them up to date as it works. It knows to, let those be the guardrails, the guide rails, whatever, that, calibrate the model quickly for success to work on these tasks. And so that's exactly all we're going to watch happen now. Is it's just going to go through and execute. The planning is literally that thorough. The model really didn't even feel the need to go explore. It just, same as you would open a project and get some files open, get them ready to edit. That is exactly what it does. Like those first actions are all file reads, bringing the files into the context at the start. Now, consider the cleanliness of this context, right? It is now made of system prompt, a very carefully constructed plan, the files we're going to edit, and the progress on that. The absolute lack of clutter, the reduction, this is basically a cheat code. It's like a form of compression, right? So now here in this, look how fast it's iterating on these tool calls, right? This is how to go fast and get a great result, right? It's all about tuning these prompts and the behavior of the agent in the harness, right? Like the harness is what matters most. And you know, for us, whoosh, the harness is running here. Yeah, that's the Gadget drone running in the directory, executing the tasks, calling the tools, editing the files, doing the stuff, right? That's this. This is the web server. It's just sitting here like, this is fun. And basically all it's doing is routing messages from here through here to here, which is the IDE that we're staring at. Oh, build complete. My bad. That's how fast it was able to go through and execute on all of that. Now, by default, everything is collapsed. Everything is just, you know, summary form. You can see what's happening as it goes. Green check marks is really all you're looking for, right? Like that's literally things being checked off the list with success, right? But you can open any of these. So for example, if I open this, I can come in and I can see exactly what is being given back to the model. You see that the system is adding line numbers, is adding some formatting, adding a formal header to every fetch. This is all like sort of best practice, what really works best for ensuring that, you know, the model is able to verify everything on the fly as it's working. And so can you, right? So I don't think it used any sub-agents. I was going to open one up for you. But anyway, that is Gadget working through, and then build complete. It knows to generate a report of basically what got done in this session. And now you're ready to iterate. It can happily start the servers for you. It can, you know, navigate your browser to the application, test it for you. You know, there's quite a lot that it can do forward from here, but that's basically the process. You go through a planning session with it in plan mode, right? And then you go through a build session to get your feature. Next, yes, I'm going to go through a test session with it. Then we're going to ship the feature and repeat, right? Like that's my work day now. I go through plan sessions. In the middle of a build session, I can kick it back into plan, generate a plan, and then we'll get to it in another session. And again, the harness is what matters most. This harness has instructed the model that we work across sessions. You know, we don't work in one really long session. We strive for context efficiency. We strive for the removal of clutter. We use sub-agents for research to act as a filter to return only the high signal information, remove all the noise, and we remain, you know, focused on the instructions at hand with all of our attention while also having some fun. And that last bit matters more than you would think. Cheers. Enjoy the scroll.